Mr. Raymond Head's home?
Yes, but Daddy isn't in at present. What's that flag?
Oh, the flag of my country, Fragovinia.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Alexander. I am with the Fragovinian delegation, which is to buy the Z09 aircraft. I wanted to see Mr. Head.
He's over at the big hangar at the moment, but I could phone him for you. Will you come in?
Thank you.
Just a moment, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Head. I know that you're not expecting me until next week, but there is trouble from revolutionaries in my country, and I'm very anxious to get back there. I wondered if I might see the Z09 tomorrow.
Well, it won't be finished. Now, only half the fittings are in. There's a new modification still to be completed. Yeah, luckily, the expert will be here this afternoon.
Good. Please tell the expert that it is most urgent that we have the Z09.
Who's the expert? Uncle George? Yes.
Very well. Thank you. I will bring my delegation at 6 o'clock tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Head.
Goodbye. Which is my quickest way back to London?
I'll show you. This is our house. That's Somerton Airfield and the big hangars. This strip here we call No Man's Land. And that is an old airfield called Heathfield. It isn't used much now. You could take that short cut past Heathfield.
They've changed their plans.
What?
The Fragovinian delegation arrives tonight.
What time?
6 o'clock. And they test the Z09 tomorrow.
That delegation will never see the Z09. Is everything ready for the switchover?
Yes, we've bribed that driver and I've got the clothes.
Oh, they should fool the people of Somerton. There he goes. Oh, by the way, there is an aircraft expert on his way. Somebody they call Uncle George.
But Somerton, is that where Uncle George?
Goodness sake, stop arguing and listen, Fred. We're going to Heathfield first to camp at a place called No Man's Land. It's between the two airfields.
Come on, Fred, don't mess around.
Z09! Isn't she a beauty?
Raymond Head's got a couple of daughters. Maybe they'll find time to show you around.
What? Us being shown round by a girl? We don't want to see their dolls. We want to fly in the Z09. That's why we bought our Air Training Corps uniforms.
Well, you're not doing anything until you get this caravan shipshape. And you can start by filling those water cans over at the old hangar. On.
What do you suppose you're doing here?
We're going to the old hangar.
We're looking for water.
Well, you better clear off. We don't want squatters.
Squatter? You calling me a squatter?
Well, sir, it's my boss's orders. He doesn't like anybody hanging
Will you
about.
tell your boss from me? Hello, aren't you Flight Sergeant Watkins?
Yes. Hello, sir.
Yes. One of the pilots who flew for me during the war. My nephew Fred and his friend John.
Hello.
Hello? Hello, sir.
Flight Sergeant Watkins, eh? One of my best pilots. Well, what are you doing here?
Working for a chap who calls himself Grant.
Calls himself?
Well, I don't think it's his real name.
Not much loyalty for your boss, have you?
Neither would you if you knew him.
Why'd you take the job?
Well, I owed him money. And he may be watching. I think I'd better go.
That's rum. Watkins never used to be like that. Always spent more than he earned, of course, but honest as the day is long.
Seemed scared to me, as soon as he stopped shouting and began to talk about his boss, Grant.
Oh, well, it's no business of ours. Come on, we'll fill those cans at Somerton.
We'll lock them in here. Who will guard them? Watkins?
No. I'm saving him for the bigger job.
I don't trust him. He looks too honest.
Forget it. I've got him just where I want him. Well?
They wouldn't go.
They've got to go. I can't risk anybody being here at 6 o'clock when the...
6 o'clock?
You mind your own business. Just get rid of them. Anyhow.
He asked too many questions.
He's a first-class pilot, especially on the big stuff, and that's all that interests me.
What about this expert? Is he any use to us?
Don't worry. I've got plans for him.
Hello, George.
Hello, Raymond. Boys, I want you to meet Mr. Head and Dan. Fred and John.
Hello, boys.
Thanks for saying we could come too, Mr. Head.
Sorry to rush you, George, but the Z09 is ready for takeoff. We're just doing a final test on your new modification.
Good, I'll come with you.
Uncle George! You forgot your papers.
All right.
Can we come too?
Not this time. Anne will look after you.
But we want a flight.
I don't want any nonsense from you two. Go and get the caravan organized.
You live in a caravan? I'd love to see it. Well, we did want to see the aircraft.
Where's your manners? Come along. After you.
Do you mean you're allowed to drive this?
Oh, it's easy.